What it do, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Happy 2025, you guys. Woo! What a year it has already been. My gosh, with all them headlines, right? But that doesn't matter because we're gonna drown out all the outside noise and focus on what matters. How many of y'all are locked in for 2025 or just continuing their fitness journeys? All of y'all? Perfect. So today I'm coming back with a topic that I have been implementing in not only my life, but also my fitness journey. And this video is more tailored to my ladies, but men, stay with me because I'm going to teach you how to better understand your wives, your girlfriends, or your female friends, and also to male trainers. This is vital information for you too as well. So you know, on those days when your spouse is walking around the house and she is mad, she's angry, and she's upset, but yesterday she was all happy and everything was all fine and dandy, and you're like having this big what the fuck moment, like what changed from yesterday and today? Like I didn't do anything different. Nothing happened. I didn't get her upset, but now all of a sudden she's just exploding, all irritable, going crazy, and you're like, what the fuck? Honey, well, that is because women experience 4 cycles in a month. And I like to refer to these cycles as winter, fall, summer, and spring, okay? And these seasons refer to the menstrual phase, the follicular phase, the ovulation phase, and the luteal phase. And within these 4 phases, there are 2 major cycles that commence. So the first one being the follicular phase, which begins on day 1 to day 14. And the second phase, or the second cycle, which is the luteal phase, it begins on day 15 to day 28. Now you may be asking yourself, how does this have anything to do with fitness? Well, the key takeaway from this is understanding how your body works is the key component in having full control over your fitness journey. As women, there are times of the month where we go to the gym and we give it our all, and our body is just not responding to our best efforts, which may cause you to doubt yourself, which may make you feel like you should just give up because you weren't as strong as you were last week, or you're unable to progressive overload on that day. You're feeling a little bit more hungry, you're consuming extra calories, and you're just like, oh my God, this is going against my eating plan and I'm falling off track. How can I keep going and being consistent if I can't even keep up with my eating? When probably you should have just gave into your craving and fed your body's discomfort. All right, so let's dive into these 4 cycles, shall we? And I got some notes, you guys, because I do not want to mislead you. I will tag the sources down below so you guys can have a look and do some research for yourself to further understand the 4 cycles that a woman goes through in a month. So phase 1, this is your menstrual cycle, okay? I call this the winter season. This typically lasts from day 1 to day 5. Now, women produce 2 major hormones. Number 1 being estrogen, number 2 being progesterone. Depending on the levels of these hormones is going to determine how our body is operating. So many people like to call these hormones our sex hormones, and that is because they regulate the development and the function of the uterus. And because we didn't conceive a baby, now our body is ridding itself of the uterine lining, which is going to cause these hormones to be very low. And unfortunately, at this time, we are feeling our worst. So unfortunately, this is when we're feeling our worst. This is where you're getting all your mood swings, your bloating, your irritability, your anger, your super cravings, all of these things. And in some severe cases, some people even experience depression. There are some cases of some women that do experience severe depression and have to be treated by a doctor, okay? So make sure you guys are mindful and being conscious of how you guys are feeling during this time. And if it gets really bad, please consult your physician, okay? So considering all these factors, I mean, why would you put yourself through anything strenuous at this time? I mean, considering all of the uncomfortable feelings that you're experiencing, oftentimes uncontrollable symptoms and uncontrollable feelings that you're experiencing. I mean, you just shouldn't. So during this time, you need to take it very light, okay? So if you are strength training, if you are progressive overloading, I would recommend just to stop that entirely. For me, I still do continue strength training, but I train very light. I mean, I'm lifting 5 pounds versus 30 pounds, okay? I'm taking it very easy. I'm doing exercises like walking, yoga, swimming even, anything to relieve the pressure of the cramps and the bloating. But I would not recommend to stop working out entirely. I know you get into a sluggish feeling and you're just feeling like you don't want to go anywhere, you don't want to get out of bed, but studies show that continuing to move your body and continuing to release those happy endorphins is actually the best thing that you can do for yourself to relieve bloating, to relieve cramping, to relieve them extra calories that you're actually consuming. And because you're eating, I mean, burning extra calories can never be a bad thing. And trust me, it feels really good. And now we're in phase 2, okay? And this is going to be called your follicular phase. And now the body is starting to wake up. This is springtime, you guys. The birds are coming out, okay? The leaves are starting to come back on the tree, okay? And this is going to kick in around day 4 to day 5. Now, mind you, this kind of overlaps it kind of intertwines within your menstrual cycle. So around day 4, day 5, get ready for the follicular phase. So during this time, our body is now starting to release 2 hormones, which is going to be FSH and the next one going to be LSH. And these 2 hormones are responsible for the production of estrogen. Now you know that is our power hormone, okay guys? Because our main hormone as a woman is estrogen. This is our feel-good hormone, you guys. Now our body's waking up, starting to feel like ourselves again. The bloating has relieved, the cramping is gone. And over time, day by day, as the days go by, these hormones will increase, okay? And as these hormones are increasing, the stronger you are becoming. So this is the time when you should be interval training, where you should be hitting your PBs, where you should be getting in your 10,000 steps. During this period, baby girl, you are unstoppable, okay? So utilize this time. This period is only going to last between day 4 and day 14. And now at the end of this cycle, that is what is going to conclude the follicular phase, okay? So now we have gone from day 1 to day 14. So welcome to phase 3, you guys. This is your ovulation phase, okay? This is your hot girl season, that Megan Thee Stallion hot girl summer season, because I'm a hot girl. I do hot shit, spend his income on my outfit. Okay, period. All right. This is when your body is on fire, baby. And this ovulation phase is very short. It's only gonna last from day 12 to day 16. Just before ovulation, your estrogen level spikes all the way up. And now your body has released a mature egg that has traveled down the fallopian tubes to be fertilized by sperm. In addition to the high levels of estrogen in your body, now your body has released some testosterone, and now your body is on fire. Now your body is screaming, put a baby in me. I'm strong, I'm sexy, I'm fierce, I'm that girl. Again, utilize this energy, okay? I'm talking about if you're not planning to have a baby, I mean, hit the gym, honey. Go hard or stay the home, okay? This is when you could be lifting heavy. I'm talking about surpassing some goals that you never thought that you could achieve, okay? This is the time. Thrive in it, bask in it, okay? Because soon after this strong, sexy, I'm fierce, I'm strong energy, right after ovulation, your estrogen levels begin to fall slightly and your progesterone levels begin to rise. And whenever there is high levels of progesterone in our body, that is because it is preparing us to start ridding ourselves of the uterine lining. So now we are in summer. Now you can see that our body is starting to go back into fall. And now the cycle is starting to come to a close. Okay, we're about over here. All right, so estrogen levels have fallen slightly. Progesterone levels are going up. When progesterone levels begin to rise, it sets off symptoms in us like tender breasts, cramping, bloating, irritability, which is going to bring us to phase 4. That is our fall season, and this is the last phase in the menstrual cycle. Welcome to the luteal phase. Welcome to the luteal phase, you guys. This is going to begin at around day 16. This phase is going to last right up until menstruation. And basically now our body is preparing itself to rid of that uterine lining because we didn't use it. We didn't need it, okay? Throughout the month, our body was preparing itself to conceive a baby. And because we didn't conceive a baby because, ain't nobody got time for that right now in this season, our body is now going to start ridding itself of the uterine lining. Once the luteal phase begins and you're going through the motions and day by day it's going through, you're going to start to notice now your energy levels are depleting. Now you can't lift as heavy. Now you're feeling sluggish. Now you don't want to go to the gym anymore. And about midway through the luteal phase, estrogen levels and progesterone levels just plummet. They start to plummet around day 21 to 28. And when these hormones levels are low, this is what triggers the onset of our periods. Around day 21, now you know that your period is coming. So this is when you should go back to the beginning of the cycle, to the exercises that you're performing at the beginning of this phase, okay? The lighter exercises, the dropping the higher weights for the lower weights, to the walking, the yoga, to lighter exercises, because now your body is preparing itself to go back into winter on the 27th, the 28th day, when your period is supposed to kick in, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, this is why the female is as complicated and sometimes as confusing as she is. I mean, we go through a whole year in 1 month, while men, they don't be going through all of this, okay? So that is why it's very important to understand how your body is operating. And for me, being in this fitness journey, being in this fitness industry, acquiring this knowledge and researching knowledge just for me to be better in the gym and to have better results, it has been very effective to me. And not only just in the gym, I'm talking about like when I've had issues, with attitude, or I've had issues with anger or issues with irritability. I remember like a few years back when I'm like, you know what, I really want to start like, being a better person, or just watching the way I respond to things. Or I was noticing like at certain times of the month, like I was more angry, and like if somebody said something to me or rubbed me the wrong way, I was so quick to say something back, right? But I'm like, why is it last week Wednesday I could have just been like, you know what, whatever, forget about this person, I'm not gonna respond. But now this Wednesday I'm ready to freaking pull up, right? So that is because I never really understood why, like what was occurring in my body at that time, and understanding how to regulate and to function with all these raging hormones that are happening in my body at certain periods of the month. So that is why this information is not only vital to fitness, but it's vital to your life. And this information is going to translate throughout your day-to-day proceedings. I'm telling you, ladies, put this into practice, not only in the gym, like I said, put this into practice into daily life. If you guys have if you have any questions, any concerns, anything that you want to know from me, if you want me to go into more depth about this information personally, one-on-one, please reach out to me. I'm going to be listing the resources again down below so you can further have an understanding about this. So I hope you guys found this information important. I hope you guys found this information useful to you guys. I know that it has been very important and useful to me. So I am learning and I'm growing every day and acquiring knowledge so that I can teach you guys to be better and teach myself to be better. So I hope you guys are being consistent and staying on this fitness journey with me. So now that you know this information, you guys, I really want you to practice mindfulness, okay? And in this season of me, being on this journey of loving myself and being a better person and just evolving and advancing and, being in my divine woman, this is also how I stumbled upon this information, okay? Because I know myself, I have struggled with emotional regulation, and I'm at this place in my life where I am trying to learn how to become a master of regulating my emotions and being in control of my emotions, okay? And there have been times where I have had mishaps or inconveniences or interferences because I wasn't able to control how I responded to things, or I wasn't able to control how I was feeling. I didn't know what I was going through. I didn't know what I was feeling. And this has been happening from since I was a kid, right? So coming upon this information and being able to teach it to myself in this way, has really helped me and has translated throughout my day-to-day life. So, in any situation, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling happy, if you're feeling joyful, if you're feeling, if you have symptoms of depressions, if you're having mood swings, I want you to be like, what? How am I feeling today? Am I in my winter season? Am I in my summer season? Am I in my spring season? Am I in my summer season? And knowing this information is basically, your body's probably telling you hey, I am going through this right now. I need you to do this for me. I need you to go for a walk. I need you to go for a spa day. I need you to friggin', lift light or go lift heavy or whatever, so that you can help your body regulate itself, and it'll translate in how you express yourself towards other people, or it's going to translate in how you show up in the world, okay? So show up for yourself every day so that you can show up in the world a better person every day. So on that note, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you found this information useful, let me know. Until next time, you guys, peace and love, y'all. Rochelle, out.